Why have over 1 million people taken the JFK Express?
Because it's faster than taking a taxi.
Because it's very fast, clean, and safe.
And that's the only way to fly.
It's safe.
Oh, I work for United Airlines, and it's quicker than the bus.
So we're taking the train to the plane to save money.
To spend in Paris.
Take the train to the plane.
Take the train to the plane.
The JFK Express, only $4, including shuttle bus. Call 858-7272.
Welcome back. My name is Shadow, and I have a story to tell. Imagine this, a city where the price of an expensive cup of Starbucks can get you from your home to the airport. A city where a subway can take you to the airport in less than 15 minutes. The MTA did just that. This is the JFK Express, a former line of the IND. This was the solution for access to JFK Airport. Before the creation of the air train, this was the method to get to JFK. The A train directly to Howard Beach Station, and a shuttle to whatever terminal workers and passengers need to use. The famous quote, "The train to the plane," was created on September 23, 1978. Even though the A train already has its service to JFK, the MTA wanted a faster service to JFK. The plan was for those who wanted to get to JFK faster without waiting for the A train. And as you know, the A train has 3 terminals, and most of the A train service ends at Lefferts Boulevard, where one can catch the Q10 to JFK, but the Q10 is for those coming from Kew Gardens. What about those coming from 6th Avenue? Well, the MTA has a solution for that as well. The JFK Express started from 57th Street via the 6th Avenue line. Before its final service in the early 90s, the 63rd Street line opened, where 3 new subway stations were built, which is Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, Roosevelt Island, and 21st Street, Queensbridge. So the JFK Express extended there. The JFK Express started off making some stops until what is now J Street Metrotech. After leaving J Street, the JFK makes a 1-seat ride into Queens with only 2 stops, Aqueduct Racetrack and finally Howard Beach JFK. Now what about the fare back then? Good question. During the late 70s, you guys would appreciate the fare. From the late 70s to early 90s, the fare for the MTA went from 50 cents to $1.15. That would be $2.48 and $2.85 in 2025's economy. Okay, that's nice and all, you would say. But what about the fare for the JFK Express? Surely it's cheap back then, right? Well, premium service needs premium price, and for the fare for the JFK Express started from $3 to $6.50 in its last service, and it was $1 extra for those coming from JFK. The extra $1 is for the connecting shuttle buses, by the way. And all the while, all you need is 50 cents to $1.15 for the A train back then. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a big spender, but wasting $3 is expensive back then. So those who frequently goes to JFK Airport would rather play the lottery and hope the Rockaway bound A train comes before the Lefferts bound. Speaking of premium service, the fleet for the JFK Express was R46s but modified with padded seats, carpeting, and luggage racks. Among the amenities, they also have the transit police guarding the train and inspecting the tickets. But despite the bells and whistles, the JFK Express became a one-hit wonder as the ridership dropped and fares were going up. No one will be wasting a lot of money for a service where the A train already does its thing at half the price. And not to mention private and yellow cabs. Uber didn't exist yet. Not to mention those living along the 6th and 63rd Street lines can just transfer to the A train to West 4th Street or J Street Metrotech. So while good on paper, the JFK Express became a money pit. And by April 15, 1990, the JFK Express ended its 12-year service, but it's not the end of the solution to getting to JFK Airport faster without the use of cars and buses. On December 17, 2003, 13 years after the discontinuation of the JFK Express, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey came up with a new way to getting to JFK Airport, and not only it serves Howard Beach JFK Station for the A train, but also Subthin Boulevard, Archer Avenue for the E, J, and Z trains. The air train is born, solving the problems to getting to JFK Airport, No longer would you have to wait for a shuttle bus. With the fare of $8.50 from either stations, you can now get to the terminals without using an Uber, unless you can't stand being around strangers. The JFK Express left a legacy behind. It would have still been in service today, even if the air train were built, instead of using the A train's route, which caused its downfall. Along with an expensive fare, beyond those abandoned tracks were once a line for the Long Island Railroad. And within the abandoned line lies a connection to the Queens Boulevard line. It would have possibly been a one-seat ride to JFK Airport, an extra service to Far Rockaway, and not to mention the extension of the 63rd Street line. But it wouldn't be called Jfk Express. It would have been another line. But looking into the former commuter line is a story for another time. This concludes the story about the JFK Express. This is Shadow signing off, and if you see something, write something.
Thank you for visiting Shadow Storyteller. If you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe, and bell to stay up to date. Until next time.